Hey, how you doing, Bianca? Nice to finally
I'm
meet you.
good.
Good. How are you today?
I'm amazing. I'm loving this rain that's happening out here. All the
It's
thunder and
actually,
stuff.
yeah, it's actually raining pretty bad here. You know, I'm not a rain person, but so, but it's finally good to meet you. My name is Roger Sally. Introduce
Hi.
myself. Hi. Guys, I would like to welcome. You may know her from Bad Boys as Megan Barnett and Switch at Birth as Cherie Gifford, and now she will be reprising her role as Megan Barnett, daughter to Martin Lawrence, Marcus Burnett, in the upcoming film Bad Boys for Life. Woo woo! We'll probably get so many people in here soon, but before we get into that questions, I would like to you've been acting quite some time now.
Yes.
But what inspired you to become an actor?
Honestly, I was a performer since I was young. I used to dance for the Knicks and the Nets and stuff halftime. So the idea of being that vessel to, entertain the
Yep.
audience, it kind of triggered that. But
Yep.
not until I did Bad Boys actually was when I was introduced to an acting coach that Will Smith told me to go to, and it was very like character work, very grounded
Mhm.
way of learning acting. So early, I kind of respected the craft versus
Yeah.
just saying, okay, let me book something and be a cute face.
Mhm.
So once I was exposed to the truth of the storytelling and being these characters, then I was like,
Mm.
okay, this is where my heart lives.
Yeah, I like the answer.
Yeah.
Me, pursuing acting myself, but I know it's like a long journey, but it just takes time, and mostly you have to like believe in yourself and also have faith in God also. So
You have to. Honestly,
yeah.
I call my group of friends my tribe, but it's the truth.
Hmm.
You have to have people around you that are mirrors of where you're trying to go, what you see for
Absolutely.
yourself. And like you said, during these trial times, you have
Hmm.
somebody that can, fuel you right back to where you need to go, though you didn't book that job
Yeah.
or you were this close to meeting so and so or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
that these obstacles that you're going through right now are only going to make you stronger. But having people like that to remind you is important to have.
Amen. Yep, that's right. And somebody say amen. Yep, that's
That's right.
very true.
What about girl?
So what has been like your favorite role you played so far?
Well, we gotta first say Bad Boys. I mean, going
Absolutely. Yeah,
to
yeah.
high school and going to Miami for 2 weeks before school to shoot a movie. I think that was pretty, pretty amazing one for the books. But then the show that you were speaking about, Switched at Birth, because my character had a full arc in it. I was dealing with a mother who had bipolar disorder. Uh,
Wow.
Dealing with racial issues.
Mm.
So I'm again all about telling the story and being a vessel for
Yeah,
somebody that's dealing with those things, so that then when someone sees me out in public, they say, thank you for doing that. Thank you for,
yeah,
being that person, because that's something I'm going through, or that's something that I'm dealing with right now.
yeah.
And because you are being honest and truthful about it, then I know that I can get through it too.
Wow.
So
That's like very touching.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like
the
serious.
truth.
Like,
I mean, there's
yeah,
people
it
out there
is
that
like, yeah,
they just
because you
want
never
attention,
know who's going through it in life, you know? It could
Yes,
be anybody alive right now. But yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
But next question was like, what was your reaction when you found out that you was coming back for the third sequel for Bad
The third one.
Boys for Life? Like, what was your reaction? Like, how did you know you were coming
Well,
back?
I'm gonna just say it was God, to be all the way honest with you. I saw a video that Will and Martin and the two directors, Adil and Bilal,
Yeah.
they posted a video saying, "We're back, we're back,"
Yeah,
and
everybody saw that. I was
say
like
that
ready.
one
Like,
video. Yeah.
yeah,
And as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Okay, God, it's go time." So
yeah,
I
yeah,
I told my reps that it's for sure coming, because they've said it for about 3 or 4 years that
yeah. Everybody was like, they've been talking about it, but like, yeah, exactly. Martin was like in the place to go for it yet,
like,
but Will was, but now it's a go. And also, I was like, if they're bringing those two back, they gotta bring back his original wife, his
yes,
original kids. I was like, they need to bring back original people.
right, to make it
It's
make sense.
gonna, Yeah.
Yeah, I told my reps, and then I went on social media and sent a direct message to the directors because they're
Mm-hmm.
so heavy in social media. I was like, why not? So I did it, and I reached out to them. I said, congratulations on this movie,
Mm-hmm.
and if the family story continues, your girl is right here.
Yeah, because I was, yeah, and actually, you know that your movie auntie reunion, they have the show called LA's Finest.
Fine.
You
Yes.
heard about that show before? Yeah, well, I'm hoping that maybe like if they don't bring like his original kids like onto the movie, maybe they could probably like make a little cameo on the
Mm-hmm.
TV show. And that was probably the next question I was going to ask you about, like if you, because you know now it's like women empowerment now, like more women are getting more appearances on movies and films and TV. Maybe like what would you like what is it? If you had a chance like to take over your TV your movie dad Martin Lawrence Marcus Burnett's like job, would you go for it, like be
Oh
that
yeah,
next
like saying
detective,
for like a cop.
like like
You're
yeah,
talking about like for his
being
career.
a
Yes,
detective,
yes.
yeah.
First of all, I train, I work out. Shout out to my people at Stacks, my
Oh
trainer.
yeah.
Um, but no, I've been ready since forever. I mean, I want to do stuff like
Wow.
Colombiana. Zoe Saldana's been somebody I look up to
Mm-hmm.
in the sense of a well-rounded actor. She's so versatile that she can do something like Colombiana, but then she can do Avengers, and she can be a
Oh
sweet
yeah.
mom of a mother of three boys. I want to do all of those things, so that's why
Yeah.
I stay ready,
And we're gonna
because then I don't want anybody to
we're
say,
gonna
I can't see
yeah,
her like
and
that, or she doesn't look like she can be that. No, you put my hair in some
you
braids,
can,
you
yeah.
get these nails, filed down, and
Yeah, just
we're ready to
pop in
go.
the punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gabrielle Union and Jessica Alba
Yes.
or Martin Lawrence or Will Smith, you guys, if you watching this live, please, or anybody, you guys make a trend saying making Bianca in LA's Finest take over her dad's role. If he's going to do retirement, please let her get into some action, because we would love to see more into action, because now, yeah, I love women in action, like
Yes.
when they're fighting, and I love men, but we need more women out there on screen more. So
Yes.
please, you can get this to happen. Please, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
So
gotta do it.
yeah,
Gotta believe it. Gotta see it and say it. That's
yeah,
how things work. The universe will align with what you want when you say it and you're ready. So,
yeah.
okay.
No, and next question. It was like what well, before we get to that one, so let's talk about your role as well, let's skip that one. We'll come back to that one.
It's all good.
So
We here.
what was your first day on set of Bad Boys for Life? Like, what was it like when you first arrived, and how was it reuniting with the original cast?
It was, think of like a summer barbecue family reunion type
Woo!
vibes. I was so ready. I keep saying timing, but it's the truth. I was so spiritually, mentally, physically ready
Mm-hmm.
that coming in, it was as if I haven't just, it's like we didn't miss a beat, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm close with the woman that plays my mother,
Yes, I love
Lupita.
her.
So
By the
it
way.
wasn't, yeah, it's been great. I mean, it's never been a point where I feel like I'm missing something or I'm not supposed to be there. Like everyone was so
Mhm.
open and so excited to see me because it's been 17 years. I
I
was
know,
what,
right?
12 or
And you,
something
and
when
to be honest, nobody hasn't aged a bit. You still look the same. Nobody hasn't aged a bit.
water.
Yeah,
Lots of water.
yeah.
But no, it honestly, it just felt so great to be there. I wasn't nervous. I was just so
Mm-hmm.
excited to be placed back with my family and for
Mm-hmm.
them to receive it in the same way. That's
Yeah.
the part that was excited about it. As much
Wow.
as I was excited, they were excited as well.
Yeah, and that's actually, yeah. I saw a little, somebody leaked a picture of you. I think with another. I don't know if it was your real mom or somebody who's going to be in the movie. But I
Mm,
saw a picture with you and Martin Lawrence. You guys had your little set jackets on,
mm,
and I don't know. It probably got deleted, but it probably wasn't supposed to be. I
right.
mean, it's the young girl that who played Martin Lawrence's daughter in Bad Boys 2. is she going to be in the film? And then like I was trying to get that story out soon before somebody else got it.
Yeah.
But then the next day it was gone. But then I found out that you were coming back by Black Films. Is it Black Film, right? .com.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys too. Thank you.
Yes. Show me love.
When I found out, I was like, yes. Let's get the original film to come back. So do you know if your movie mom and your movie brothers are coming back? The original other people?
Well, I'm not sure all the way. I am around when they call me, but they kind of, when I'm on set, it's just me and Martin. It's not necessarily a whole bunch of people in there, so I don't even know who is around. So we'll have to see. 2020, January.
Gosh, I can't believe it's right around the corner. Please hurry up.
But also follow the directors, Adil and Bilal. They're very
I'm actually following him.
So if you guys ever want,
I love his behind the scenes
Instagram if you watch their
stories.
Instagram stories, you'll really feel like you're on set. Necessarily, as much as I want to post, I cannot. But
I understand the closure. But it's good that we get to know that you're in the film and what can we expect. And that was like the next two questions I was going to ask you. Like, so let's talk about your role, Megan Burnett. Like, in the sequel, what can we expect from her character now that she's more older now?
Yes. That's the main thing. I can't really talk about details, but I will say in the sense of growing up, in the sense of blooming into a beautiful woman that I am. No, they're really embracing the woman that I've become. It's about love and family and careers. It's really kind of using that as a platform to show how far I've come. So
gotcha.
That's all I'm
I know.
say.
Hopefully we can see more or hear more soon.
Yes.
But what was it like working alongside Martin Lawrence? Like either back then when you were little or either current now in the new sequel. Yeah. What was it like working along with him?
He is very professional. I'm sorry, say the last part.
And him playing as your dad on the movie.
Okay. So firstly, as an actor and a human being, he's very grounded and sweet and very professional. I mean, when we're on set, he's ready. He wants to know what our frames are, where are we going to stand, how far are we going to go in the dialogue. He's just on it when it comes to that. And then as my dad, I mean, it's like seeing your daughter come down the steps for prom. Like, wow, she's become this beautiful flower. And
wow.
I haven't seen him since we did the premiere. So it's like, I think we should just act like, we're back all over again. There's been definitely times where we're looking at each other like, we're really here. Huh? But no, they've been great. They're definitely family that you just, like I said, it's a summer barbecue. Like you haven't seen them in a while, and now we're all
I like that so much. I like reunion. It's just,
I mean, what's better than seeing somebody that you look up to or an actor that you admire and you see them in person and they're a good person? I think that's so exciting for myself and for other people to see. For me, it's like, oh, I love you from Switch at Birth. I love you from this. And then they see me and actually talk to me. And then it becomes this whole other understanding because I'm a good person too, Yeah.
You really are. I can see it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Not just like beautiful, but I can see like you really are. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. I mean, like I said, having your circle around you and being God-fearing is very important. You have to have a mindset of something higher because this is very stressful, this world. If you're in music, if you're an actor, dancer, whatever, you're going to go through obstacles. It's just God's doing that to build strength in you so that you can go through other circumstances on a higher level. You don't think Will Smith and Martin got problems? Everybody got problems.
Yeah.
It's just how you
because some people think like just because you're big and famous, you don't know that they have the like
we're all human
problems, but they're just like a normal person as well. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has problems. Everybody's not perfect.
Yeah, you really have to carry yourself in that way that everything is going to work out in your favor because you deserve it and you've been working on it. And you're aligned with what your purpose is. I get we all have to work. We all have jobs in the sense of paying bills. But if you know what your sole purpose is, then everything will work out in your favor. And you have to go to it. You can't be scared. You have to really take leaps of faith and say yes to things that you might not know how it's going to pan out. But the fact that you took that step, God will do the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. um, let's see. Got more questions. Let's
Yes,
see.
please.
Let's see. Oh, what was it like? Also working with Will Smith. Like, what was it like working with him? If you did get a chance to work with him on this new movie, or on this new movie, what was it like?
So for this one in particular, my first day on set, he came to where I was just to say hello to me. But I have not worked with him yet for this film. Whereas the last film, because it was a lot of family scenes, I was with him for longer periods of time. Yeah. And he was one, like I said, that told me about my acting coach, because I told him this was my first movie audition. I booked it. Now what? So he told me of someone to go to, and I was calling this woman every day. And I'm like, look, I need to come see you. Will Smith told me to come see you. I got to come see you. And after like a few months, because she was busy on set coaching other people, I was able to meet with her, and I'm taking classes, and that's how everything flourished. So now when I see him this time, I can say, because of you, you know, your guidance, I was able to really learn the craft, so that now come full circle, I'm ready, versus just saying, okay, I'm here and I'm cute. No, people want to see you work and put your in, and that's how that longevity hits versus a one-hit wonder. Because anybody could, you know, they could have hired anybody to do this role, but because everything was aligned for me, I was able to come right back in like I didn't miss a beat.
Wow.
It's definitely a story to tell, man. It's definitely a story to tell, because it's the truth. I mean, everybody wants something.
Too.
Say again?
I'm glad you're sharing it.
Yeah, because it's not for me. Like I'm just a vessel and a walking testimony of what can be done if you do these things. A lot of people are about the quick responses or not having the right people to guide them, and they feel like because I didn't get this one thing, my life is over. It's like, no, you prepared to get that thing, and now you're at this level because you got there. Though you didn't book it, look how much further you've come. So why don't you see it as that versus seeing the negative in it, see the progression in you, so that you can say, yes, thank you, God, for bringing me higher. You know, I'm training. I don't have the job yet that I need to be training for, but you're going to see me and I'm going to be ready, because I know it's coming. You have to.
You're really preaching right now, like seriously.
Man, I could talk about God all day, because it's the truth.
Because some people and that's why I give credit to like most people, you know, in this industry. You know, we're most thankful like for our agents, and I'm just gonna be real about it. Like people are like saying, I'm so thankful for my agent, I'm so thankful for my manager, I'm so thankful for this person, this person. Yeah, but the main person that you should be thankful for, that you got in that direction, or if you book something, is first person, the very first person you should thank. You know what I'm saying? But some people, I noticed that like some actors, they don't do that, or some actors do, or some actors don't. You know, but for me, I'm that type of person, and like, God, I'm just coming to you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. That's like the first person. If I book something, that's the first person I'm going to, because it's all of him, to be honest.
Absolutely. I mean, he definitely puts the right people in your life. And then that's up to you to act on it. I mean, just the little bit of time I've been in Atlanta, I've met family that I didn't know was there, because I stepped out and said, you know what, this is what I'm doing. And they're receiving it in that way. I meant, now I got a sister now. Like, it's very important to have those people, or not necessarily the people. It's just being at the right place at the right time to receive it, and then to be in the moment, and then you create these relationships that now are going to last forever.
Wow. I think somebody had a question too. Oh, somebody was asking, what was the most, what was the most pivotal?
I think it was trusting God. I was at a point where I was auditioning a lot for things and getting very close, and I was booking them, and it became a reflection of me in doubt and fear, and say, okay, freak it, I don't need to be doing this anymore. I'll go get a regular job. I used to nanny, babysitting a lot, but I was doing it heavily where it was overshadowing my acting completely. Now, granted, I do it here and there now to, like I said, to pay bills, but it was to the point where I just veered off completely and I lost all hope. So there was just a moment where it could have been just like a web series or something, but just the idea of every time I want to veer off the path, I'm going all the way to the left, but my path is still straight. So if I have to come around, so be it. But it was a choice of saying, okay, I don't have to live like this. I don't have to see my life as this. I can go to these jobs, but know that my sole purpose is to fuel back into my acting. I feel like a lot of people get so caught up in the job or the money or the whatever that you lose that fire.
Wow. Jesus.
It's the truth.
I mean, like, you're literally preaching. Yeah. You know, we have so many actors in here. I know a few of my followers. Because some people are going through the same going through what I'm going through. You know, they need to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you have so many negative people in this world. It's hard to, like, you know, get that out your head. Those negative thoughts, you know, you just have to get them out.
And first of all, talking about that, the negative stuff, you can first start on your Instagram. Talking about pivotal moments, I went through my people that I was following, and I unfollowed any negative, toxic people or websites or whatever to say, because let's be honest, I mean, I try to read my scripture in the morning, but we go to the gram kind of quick when we wake up.
Yeah, because that's more like our thing now. Yeah.
Right. So you should follow certain things that are going to fuel you instead of as soon as you open your eyes, here's some drama, some negativity, somebody's fighting with somebody baby mom and something. Like, nobody wants to see that in the morning. Now that's on your temple, and that's what you're thinking about. Now you stress, though it has nothing to do with you. Like, mind your business, do what you need to do, and keep pushing.
Yeah, that's like, most of our, like, main people, like, our focus is not on us. It's like we're worrying about somebody else, like, oh my God, okay, why did this person think that should have been me? Maybe it's just not your time yet, but your time. Worry about it. Just have faith, you know. A lot of us could be, you know, like that. Yeah.
Now, granted, don't bottle things up. Have somebody that you can trust and vent to and things like that. Reading is key, meditating, working out, whatever way to release it. But otherwise, once you let it out, you kind of got to put your hands up to it and let God figure out the rest. Like, that's not your job to say, okay, by the summer, I need to be a series regular on a show. Like, maybe that's not the case. Maybe you're supposed to be in a movie or doing a play. So you're going to block that blessing because you just are on some blindfold type thing. It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. Just got to go with it. Let it flow. That's it.
Ease on down.
Ease on down.
That's one of my favorite songs. Somebody says, what was the hardest decision you had to make in your career?
The hardest decision. I think it goes hand in hand with what I was saying. Just releasing that fear. I feel like we all, especially if we see somebody that's in our circle that's winning, the flesh side of us is like, what the hell? Why is that not me? But I try to look towards the spirit and be like, if she's getting it, mine's on play. So if that judgment shift, if you do that, I think you'll be more happy. But creating that peace in your life is hard because you are hoping and wishing, especially if it's a job that you are now auditioning for the callback and the directors and the producers and chemistry reads. That's like three of my time that I now don't know if I'm going to get it. So then what do you do after that? Do you dwell in that space of what happened to me? Why not me? What did they like from her and not me? Like, for what? Now you're at a point where these people know who you are. Now you're at a point where you know you can do it. You can get to that point, and to make that shift so that then you can be open to the next thing. I was on hold for a show right before I did Bad Boys, and I was prepping for months, and I did not get it. So, of course, that moment, I'm like, hurt. But because I had the right people in my circle, when I told them about this, they were saying, okay, but look how far you've come. Okay, look, now these people know who you are. And once I received it as that and said, okay, thank you, closed that door, and not even 2 days later, 3 days later, I got the call for Bad Boys. But if you are so caught up in that, I might have not got the call, or I might have got it later, or whatever the case may be. But that shift in your mind, like anything's possible by any means necessary, you just do it and hope for the best regardless of the outcome.
Wow, I like that answer.
Yeah, you gotta trust, man. I get it. When people tell me about their struggles, or if they had a passing, of a family member, getting through that is hard. I understand that, but it's the choice of wanting to move forward versus dwelling in it to the point where it consumes you. So you're gonna dig a hole. There's like a meme. I don't know if any of you guys ever seen this meme, but it's like two pictures. Both people are in a hole, dirt hole, but the one person takes all their clothes off and ties it up on some, like, I'm going to just by any means necessary get out of this situation. And the other person just sitting there like pouting. But if you could create some way to get out of it by at least just trying on your own, taking the first step. But a lot of people just dig in these deep holes because of certain circumstances. And it's really sad that months later, years later, this person's still talking about, this job is getting on my nerves. Da, da, da. Well, why aren't you doing another type of job on the side to the point where then you can transfer over? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that?
Yeah.
Like there's tons of
and
people.
also and also creating your own content as well.
Yes.
Because look at
social media is it. There's no excuse.
Yeah, just look at Issa Rae. Look what she's at now. She first started YouTube series, and look, she landed a big, huge, successful HBO show. I love. I'm a huge fan of it. Insecure. Look what she's at now. Won so many. So that's like the main thing. We all have to do, just like create our own content. If you are not booking anything, we just have to create our own content or do something. That's what social media is now. Most people are doing now.
Go see movies, go see plays, go to museums. My friend and I, we went to Candytopia, had the best time ever. And that happiness is now inside me, so I can do what I need to do. But if I'm sitting there like, man, I'm waiting for this audition. Man, when they gonna call me? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
So now you just wasted a day worrying about something that you have no control over? What?
Yeah.
Let's go to the museum instead. Let's spend the day doing that. Let's go take a walk. What you want to do? You gotta fuel yourself, man. You have to.
Yeah, we got a few more questions. Then we're gonna end it. Yeah, because you're probably busy and everything.
No, not for the people. We gonna talk. We're gonna take our time.
Yeah, let's keep it flowing. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see. You probably can't. Could you tease a little bit? What can we expect from Bad Boys for Life? Just not too much, but like one word.
Is more family time.
Just more family.
Family gonna be in it.
More family gonna be more family.
More family. Lots of family.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And family events, if that makes sense.
Okay. I think I got a mind of what's going on. When you said more family, I'm getting a mind in my head. Like, so, when people are so many, when they don't have so much details about the movie, but then they're going to a lot of theories. And so I know
it's definitely going to be very special and sweet and awesome. And I'm very, very happy to be a part of it. It's a dream for sure. And I'm glad that they kept the originals. So we can make this more than what we expected, just because time has gone by. What's better than seeing a reboot of something, or a sequel of something, and then the original people are there? It's like, okay, let's do this. So that's where it's at.
Do you have like a favorite scene from Boys 2? Like your favorite scene in the movie?
It was the date when the boy came to the door.
That's everybody's favorite scene.
Because it's real. Because that was real.
Yeah.
It wasn't acting. During the cuts, Will and Martin were acting like that the entire time. Will was acting drunk. Martin was acting very aggressive, so that
Yeah, that's very
you could feel it. So when
I can feel it. I was watching it last night over and over because I kept rewinding the scene and everything, and I was like laughing also, but I was very taking it in, like how serious he is about his daughter.
Yes, I would hope that every father, shout out to all the dads out there,
and
I hope and pray that every man that's got a daughter, especially around that age, you do that. You get your boy and you come to the door, let him know what's up.
I just can't. Those two guys, it's really good to see those two because they really have a good chemistry, Will and Martin. It's so good to see those two back in action. And you know what? They don't look. Oh, they don't. To be honest, they still look the same.
They look the same, just wiser. That's like with wine. You get better with age. That's all.
Yeah. Next question. Do you have any other projects coming up that you're working on? Oh, I think we lost connection. Bianca? I think she lost. Oh, you there? I think we lost connection.
I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Okay, she's back, guys. Lost connection. The question was, do you have any other projects that you're working on besides Bad Boys for Life?
Yeah, I have a show that's gonna come out more on like the online streaming, but it won't be out probably till the summer. I'm playing a like TV host, very upbeat, energetic, bright colored, and it's for like what's it called? Like vendors for like health expos. So that's the storyline.
Wow.
I play a host for the expo. So something fun, something different. You guys can also check me out on Netflix with Switched at Birth. I started on the third season with Kat. Thank you so much. Shout out to Katie and all the team over there. And then I also was in a film called Till Death Do Us Part with Stephen Bishop or Stefan Bishop. I play an emergency clerk.
That one?
So if you guys have seen that, that's the one where it was very suspenseful, and that's real life. People really go through those circumstances. So definitely watch it for educational purposes and for my little cameo. But yeah, that's Netflix has definitely been good to me. So we'll keep that going.
All right. So we got a little fun questions. If you had to be in, would you be in Marvel or DC, and which superhero would you like to play?
Ooh, I don't know. Okay, I don't know the names, but I will definitely be, Zoe Saldana's character, the Avengers, when she's all green. I don't know who that. Whatever.
And I can also see. I don't know if you know this. You seen the trailer of Captain Marvel, right?
Yes.
And the Captain Marvel's friend Monica Rambeau, the black lady who's in the Air Force with her. Yeah, but if you get enough time, you'll probably make like a good Monica. I think Rambeau. I think that's her name. Mm-hmm. Like there's this African American superhero. They're probably going to bring in the Young Avengers in the next phase of Marvel.
Tell them to call me.
And I was like, you could be that like that. You could be the older, younger version.
Tell them to call me out. No problem. Got passports.
I would do it like a little college. I would probably do like a little photo college of you and the character so you'll know what I'm talking about.
Please.
I would do that. I would send it to you. Yeah.
Speaking into existence. Heck yeah. I love it. I appreciate that.
What is your what do you do in your spare time besides acting? Like when you're not focused on acting, what do you do in your spare time? I know you mentioned the gym, and that's one of my favorite.
Yeah, no, I like to be honest with you, I like to eat. I'm a let's go to a nice dinner somewhere. So my friends and I will go do that and just have girl time. I like to go to the museums, any pop-up shops that are around. Exhibits like that, to the movies. I like to go.
Yeah, that's my place.
I'm pretty simple when it comes to relaxing time, because at the end of the day, I want to do something that's still productive in a sense, where either I'm learning something or experiencing something. So my birthday just passed on the 2nd.
Well,
So
happy belated. Everyone wish her a happy belated birthday.
Aquarius season, let's go. That I was hanging out with different people who want to celebrate with me. So it's either food, going out to, like I said, a pop-up shop, a museum, and just having that experience and be able to share it with that person that I love.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
You gotta like relax and kick up your feet. Netflix is here to serve. Okay, watch something fun, watch a movie.
Yeah.
Spend some time with people that you care about, not just for the holidays. I think that's important too. A lot of people are, especially our strongest friends that we have, we don't check on them and make sure that they're good. Not anything else. Just how are you? Are you happy? Are you well? And letting that person know that you care about them outside of just the things that you, I guess, know them for or what you need from them. I think it's important to just tap in and say, I'm thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. And like I said, having those times where, okay, we're watching Netflix, but it's just me and you. We're able to just come together and just enjoy our time, because it's very rare that we can do that as often as we'd like. And not just the holidays, making it a priority to say, I'm checking in and making sure you're well.
That's like the most important thing to do. Yeah.
Check on your friends, people. Check on your friends.
Yeah, and check on your siblings, your family, your whole family.
All that.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Who would you like to work with next? Like any actress, or who's your favorite actor or actress, and who would you like to work next in a film or TV show?
I had it my way. Mahershala Ali. I met him right when he was doing Moonlight, and the conversation that we had was so high in levels that I was like, wow, I just learned so much from this man. And Idris Elba, both of them, because I feel like, are those type of characters that are versatile that I talk about. And I feel like they push me in ways that I don't think someone else would, just because we're on that level of you can do more, see yourself as doing better. Even Mahershala told me about a documentary to watch. So I was asking him what are some books to read or anything like that, and he sent me this documentary about this sushi chef that the whole process of how he gets the fish, how he like sharpens his knives, everything was so precise and like specific that I understood what he was teaching me in that moment. So things like that, I know I can be pushed in ways where I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. New levels. Level up. Come on, Sierra, no.
I know, right? Somebody said, Bianca, is there going to be more Switch at Birth? I want more.
Man, here's this. This is what I'm gonna say. Because Katie, she plays Daphne, and she but that is my ace boon goon. Love her to death. And I pray that Cherie's character and Daphne's character come together somehow, some way, that we can do some type of spin-off show. But unfortunately, no, the show is not going to come back. But
there maybe could be a reboot in the future.
Okay, the characters are on their way. Let's say that. I pray that. So speak it. Anybody that you know in the Switch That Birth family, Freeform is the network, ABC family, whichever. Let them know.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to reach out, because they're actually get online, tweet them, tweet the directors, or
it helps.
Hashtag something.
It does help.
Yeah, because that's the way
to shine some light.
Yeah. You should make a spinoff with her, kind of like the Fosters.
Boom. No, that's the truth, because the Fosters, the two sisters,
have
the
you guys
show, and they moved to New York and
live go tweet it out,
the adult life. So yeah, Katie and I were college students. I think we were in our first or second year in college. So now we're adults. Let's let 3-4 years go by and we
make a little spinoff. Yeah, so you guys want that to happen? Tweet it. Tweet it out. Make it happen.
Absolutely. I love Katie. Yes, let's do it.
Let's see. let's see. So many questions.
I love it. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And please, you guys send me stuff. Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'd be happy to answer more questions. Maybe I'll start doing lives too. This is exciting.
yeah.
I
This
see
is the
that
thing.
everyone's active as you're talking, so that's fun.
Yes, I want to spin up because I feel like the ending didn't. Oh, like that.
Thank you.
What's your favorite sign?
Sign. Oh, we gotta do the I love you. That's it. And then because it's I and then L and then you, so all together I love you. So you can just
I
do
didn't
that.
even do that.
And then my character Cherie, her sign means queen. So you just take like as if you have like the banner, when you do like pageants or whatever. So you just take it and go to the side, and that means queen. So that was my sign. So I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a celebrity crush you want to put out there?
No celebrity crush right now. I just everybody's handsome and everybody's good. Everybody's beautiful. We all just trying to level up. No. Yeah.
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 Wait. So who's from Switch at Birth is actually deaf? You like to answer that?
Sean was, and Ryan. Sean and Ryan were definitely. They're completely deaf. Yeah. So you have to. I think they have like a little hearing aid that at least can help with some of the sounds. But when you're speaking to them, you have to look them right in their eyes and talk like this so that they know somewhat of what you're saying. And then sign a couple of the words whenever you can. And yeah, they made it work. I mean, even Marley Matten, she won an Oscar, and she's deaf too. So no, you can't stop nobody.
They know some lip reading.
Right. No, yeah. For real.
Yeah. I guess we have a couple more questions because I know that Instagram don't let people be on for
too long. Okay.
Period of time. So it's like an hour, 30 or 40 some minutes. The lives happen.
Wrap
more questions, guys. You guys have a few questions. Send them this way. Well, we could let's talk about what's your favorite place to go? Like, do you have like when you travel? What's your favorite place to go?
Traveling wise, I mean, I like the mom and pop shops. So for restaurant purposes, because again, I like food. I want to know where mom and pop stores are and restaurants are. So a lot of places that I've gone to out here in Atlanta, though I don't know their names, I know for a fact they were like family owned.
Are you enjoying Atlanta as far as right now? Like, are you?
So you're originally it's a little cold, but we're gonna wrap a few scarves around and try to hide from this rain. But otherwise, no, it's beautiful. I love it. I enjoy being able to see the city the way it is. It's funny, like some days I'm like in the city and then I'll go to a restaurant and go upstairs and then I see the city from like far away. So it's just like it's night and day, but I do enjoy
I love I love the view. Like there's this
it reminds me of downtown.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's beautiful. I'm happy to be here. Definitely will be back.
Yeah, that's what a lot of the movies and films are being made at. Yeah. Like Marvel films are being made in the studio, like Tyler Perry.
Yeah, Walking Dead, all of
Walking Dead, yeah. One of my favorite shows. Yeah.
Yes, amazing.
Somebody asked, what was your favorite episode of Switch at Birth?
Say that last part again.
What was your favorite episode of Switch at Birth?
Okay, so there was one episode where they're talking about racial issues. We the creator decided to have the story specifically for that episode where it was in the eyes of all the Black characters. So though we're used to switching off to the leads, they've never done the next level. So for the one episode, it was like 3 of us, and each kind of act of the episode was in the eyes of us, and we were kind of just speaking on our truth of how people see certain circumstances, whereas for us it's like, no, this is not okay. Like you cannot talk to me like that. You cannot wear that. I think the episode was during like Halloween, and one of the guys put blackface on to be Lil Wayne, and it's like, you can be Lil Wayne and just put the chains on. You can wear a wig with some locks. Like, you don't have to literally put your face in that. And then is that a costume?
Mm-hmm.
So now Lil Wayne is a costume. So it's like all those different things where in her eyes, in Daphne's eyes, you know, she's seen as like, what? We're just dressing up. We're rappers. Like, we're cool. It's like, no, it's not okay. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. But the director, Jeff Bird, he directed that episode, and again, just pushing past the limits, really, really telling the story where I believe he won an NAACP award for the episode, or he was nominated for sure. I'm all about, again, telling the story. So that episode in particular really was a highlight of where my character was going. Switch that bird. I miss you guys. I do miss that show. I really, really do. I was on it for 3 years, so it's like a extended family.
So, guys, this is gonna be like the last question that I'm gonna ask, and if you guys have more questions, you're more welcome to inbox. Please be very patient with her because she's a big fan right now, but she will reply back. The last question I would like to, what would you like to say to everyone who is a fan of yours and a supporter of you and the work you do?
Yes.
What would you like to tell them?
Well, firstly, thank you so much for all of you, first of all, for watching this and supporting me and being very excited of this news about the film. I'm very grateful that people see my light and see where I'm trying to go and know that the struggle is real, but you can come out on the other side. I will say for anyone that's in any form of entertainment business to know yourself, know your truth, and believe in that first before you hear someone else's guidance or ideas. Because as much as one person can be hot today, you know, you can be hotter tomorrow. So I think as long as you stay on your path and really stay consistent, that's all you really need to do. I understand that we try to motivate each other, but the discipline is real, and you have to do things that you don't want to do to be great. So do that. Find the things that make you happy, create your tribe, and just trust God. Nothing else. That's it. Bless up.
Well, you guys, from Bianca Bethune, you guys.
Thank you so much.
You do get. Yeah, go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Oh, no, I was just saying thank you.
But, yeah. But I was going to ask you if you could tell Martin Lawrence. I said, what's up?
I will. Thank you so much to you.
You're welcome. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so ready to see the film, so ready to see what's in store for this film. 2020, you need to speed up, please, because I'm ready for Bad Boys for Life.
Quick.
Like, seriously, I am.
Quick.
And I'm ready to know more details of the film, but I cannot wait to see you, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, and the rest of the people for going with me and interacting with me and your fans also. Guys, Bad Boys for Life will be out in theaters 2020, you guys. So I don't know if they have your tickets out already, but, you know, save your money, you know, get ready. It's going to be lit.
Yes. Woo! Thank you.
So I appreciate it so much, Bianca. I'm looking forward to hearing from you again. Maybe we do another interview when we know more details. Taking out your time.
Sure,
all right, you have a nice.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye.